Welcome, my beautiful students. You are welcome to the class once again. It is nice to have you here. I believe you understood the first lesson, and I've told you there that you should send any messages across to me. It could be in form of questions or comments or anything you need to say. All right. In the last topic, we discussed energy. Can you still remember what energy is? The types of energy or forms of energy and the energy resources we have. Okay, we said there that energy is the ability or capacity of someone or something to do work. And we said that the unit of energy is what? Joule. And we also mentioned many forms of energy like hydro power, the one for tidal energy. Then we mentioned sound energy. We mentioned mechanical energy in form of a kinetic and the potential energy. All right. So today we are going to build on it. So the topic for us today is power. Okay, power. And a learning objective. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Define power. 2. State the units of power. 3. Explain the types of power. And 4. You should be able to calculate power. Alright? Please get ready and let's go. Definition of power. Power is defined as the rate in which work is done. The rate in which work is done. Take for example, I want you to get your friends or your siblings engaged with you and practicalize this. I want you to run, could be 50 meter, 20 meter, 100 meter, if you have the space. Okay, stay on your track. Let everybody start. And somebody should direct you on your track, set, go. Then when you start running, the first person that gets to the finishing line has more power than others that are behind him. Okay? Because he's able to do his work at higher rate than what others. Okay? That means the faster a system is able to perform a task, the more powerful it is. Simple. Okay? If we are discussing power, we cannot leave work behind because work must be done before we can measure power. Alright? Work is done when a force is applied to move an object through any given distance in the direction of force. Mark it. Force must be applied. There must be movement. Okay, in the direction of what? Of force. So in other words, work is the product of force and distance. Please take note. Work is product of what? Force and distance. It is measured in joule. Okay? Therefore, power is equals to work over time. Okay, because we define power as the rate at which work is done. That rate is the time we're talking about it. Alright? The unit of power is joule per second or watts. The unit of power is joules per second or watts. Then there are other common traditional measures of power. It could be horsepower. I'm going to show you the picture, the next slide. It could be horsepower. This is what? We are comparing power with the power of what? Of a horse. That's what we mean by horsepower. And one mechanical horsepower is equal to 745.7 watts or 746 approximately. Now look at it. Just a diagram showing horse. Okay, for every horse they carry a cart. Okay, they carry carts. And when they are galloping and moving, when they measure their power, it is 700 746. Okay, 746 watts. I think there's a slight mistake here. So I say 735.5. Okay, and this, look at it. This means change in time. This is change in height, and this is the mass. It is 75 kilogram. Now, types of power. Okay, types of power. The first one is what? Mechanical power. Mechanical power. Mechanical power is the rate at which work is done. What we have been defining before now is mechanical power. Okay, the rate at which work is what? Done by any machines. Mechanical power is the rate at which work is done by any machine. Please add to it. Okay, add to it. So mechanical power is expressed in units of joule per seconds or watt. Okay, in any system. Okay, it could be in watts, it could be in feet, pounds, force per seconds, or horsepower as required by the English system. Now, we're still on mechanical power. Now, power in mechanical systems is the combination of forces. Mark that word, combination of forces and movements. So, in particular, power is the product of force on an object and the object's velocity. That's another definition, okay, of power. Power is the product of force on an object and the object's velocity. And this power is P. This is equal to what? Force F times velocity V. Okay? If a mechanical system has no losses, the input power must equals to the output power. That is when the efficiency of that mechanical systems is 100%. Alright? Now let's look at some examples of mechanical power. Some example of mechanical power. Grinding machine in operation. Okay? Circular saw for cutting wood, working engine of a car, and a rocket propelled into the space. Okay, tell me more. Example of mechanical power. Alright, I'll be waiting for your answers. Now, let's look at examples on a mechanical power numerical example. Look at this question. A train that conveyed 100 passengers from Ijoko to Ikeja releases 2,000 joules of energy in 10 minutes. Calculate the power used up by the train. See, very simple. Now, let's solve it. The first thing you need to do is to know the data you are given. First thing, the energy is 2,000 joules. So, the energy is 2,000 joules, and that is work done. Nobody in this question, they did not tell you directly that the work done is 2,000 joules. But they mention energy. Okay, because energy is required to do work. Alright, you should know that they are talking about work done. And the time is what? 10 minutes. The time is 10 minutes. You need to convert 10 minutes to seconds. So how do we do that? Since 60 seconds equals to 1 minute, for every 10 minutes, it's going to be 60 times what? Times 10. Or 10 times 60 as it is written here. So that is giving us 600 seconds. Now you will recall that power equals to what? Work done over time. What is work done? Work done is 2,000. Work done is 2,000. Okay, time is 600. Therefore, 2,000 divided by what? 600 equals to 3.3 watts. You must not fail to write the unit. The moment you don't write unit, for every answer you get, then you are going to lose some marks. Okay? Please take notes. You can see here, this 100 passenger doesn't concern you. It doesn't have anything to do with the solution of the question. So don't try and attempt to multiply 100 with answer you get. Okay? Since we are interested in the amount of work done by the train, okay, and it's 2,000 Joule. All right? Let's move forward. Now, we are moving to electric power now. Very interesting. Okay? Electric power ranges from power from wristwatch. You know, wristwatch depends on electric power. You ask me how? Because when you insert battery in it, it will start ticking. Okay? There is a circuit, complete circuit in the components of the watch. Okay? And once the circuit is completed with the head of battery, then current will start circulating. Alright? So it ranges from just wristwatch to a very big one, your television, the power you use at home, okay, the electric power, television, radio, phones, and so on and so forth. Down to the industry that make use of a very heavy machines. So electric power. What is electric power? Electric power is the rate per unit time at which electrical energy is transferred by an electric circuit. The keywords: the rate per unit time at which electrical energy moves around electric circuit. What is electric circuit? Electric circuit is the composition of different electrical components that enables free flow of electric power. Okay? Now, electric power is usually produced by electric generators. Okay? Think of hydroelectric powers, the one that is commonly used. Okay? And the gas plant. They are generators. And they depend on what? Electricity. But also can be supplied by what? Electric batteries, as I've said before. Now, if I'm asking you now from here, what are the sources of electric power? You should be able to tell me battery is one of it. Electric generators is one of it as well. Alright? Now, it is usually supplied to businesses and homes. These are people we call industrial consumers and domestic consumers. For example, people like you in your house, you are domestic consumers because you just use electric power to power your TV, your air conditioner, pumping machines, and so on and so forth. The industrial consumer, they are factories, big factories that make use of heavy machines that are powered electrically. Okay? Then it is supplied, then you can see. Let me take it again. It is usually supplied to businesses and homes as domestic main electricity by the electric power industry through an electric power grid. Okay, this is just showing you the diagram is overhead lines. Call it power lines. I believe you have seen it on the street. Okay. Now, electric power can be delivered over long distances by transmission lines, just as what I showed you in the previous slide. You see, transmission line. What are these transmission lines? Very easy. Okay, go to the street of your house. Look at those wires, the cables that carry electric power. Okay, we call them transmission lines, and used for applications such as motion, light, or heat with high efficiency. Now, mathematically, electric power is work done per unit time. So power is equals to what? V. times Q, which gives us VQ. What is V? V is voltage. Q is quantity of charge, electric charge. T is what? Time. Okay? I is amperes. Alright? So V is electric power, potential or voltage in volts. Now let's look at some example of electric powers. A water heater dissipating heat energy through electric power. Okay? Television set on at home. Refrigerator that is cooling and freezing drinks. All this, they are making use of electric power. Now, let's look at numerical examples on electric power. A water heater is used to heat 4 kilograms of water for 70 seconds. If the current supplied and voltage is 10 amperes and 4 volts, calculate the power of the heater. Calculate the power of the heater. Note what you are calculating. Power. Alright. Go back to the question once again and check the parameters you are given. Well, you are given current and it is 10 amps. Okay? While the voltage is 4 volts. Don't mind what is there. It should be current. Okay, and not voltage. Okay. Calculate the power of the heater. Okay, current is 10 amps. Voltage is 4 amps. Recall that power is equal to what? Current times voltage. So that is 10 times 40. That is what? 40 watts. Second question. Calculate the power used by grinding machine of 300 Newton which moves with velocity of 3 meters per second square. So how do we solve this? Very simple. Go back to the questions and try to sort out the parameters you are given once again. Look at this, 3 Newton. Look at this Newton. It is talking about force. Even though the teacher did not write force in the question. When you see the unit Newton, it is talking about force. Therefore, force is 300 Newton. Okay? Go to the question again. You will see velocity of 3 meters per second square. So the velocity is 3 meters per second square. So recall from the previous formulas you have been given on power. Now, it is equals to force times velocity. All you need to do now is to multiply the power given by the velocity given. So the power given is 300. The force given and the velocity given. The force given is 300 and velocity is 3. So 300 times 3, that is 900. Don't forget to write the unit. 900 watts. From here I can ask you to convert the answer to kilowatts, convert the answer to horsepower. I want you to find out how to do that. Okay? I believe you get this clearly. If you don't get it clearly, you can send a message to me. And we treat it as requested. Okay? So, let's talk more on power. Power can be dissipated by any system that does work. Okay? Power can be dissipated by any system that does work. So, any system that does work can lose its power in the process. Okay? Because the power is not lost totally. It is being converted into other form in the process. That's what we call conservation of energy. Alright? So, Hence, work is an integral part of power. If there's no work, there's no power. Take note of that. Okay? Then work and energy has the same unit called Joule. Can I ask you a question? Which of the following has the same unit as energy? You should know that it is what? Work. Alright? So electrical energy. Electrical energy must be determined to calculate the electrical power. Okay? Note that you also need electrical energy, same as work done, to calculate electrical power. So electrical energy or work done is the product. Electrical energy or work done is the product of what? Current, voltage, and time taken for the work done. So mathematically, power is what? Power is equals to I/V T. So let's look at this. Calculate the work done by electric heater whose power is 128 watts and work for 40 seconds. Solution. All you need to do, go back to the question, check the parameter I are given. Power is 128 watts. Record it. Recall, power is equals to what? IV. So power, work done is what? Or energy is equal to power times what? Time. So power equals to 128 watts. Time is equal to 40 seconds. So work done is equals to power times what? Time. That is 128 times 40. That is 5,120 watts. Now go through your questions once again and check the following. Go through your lessons, check whether you get it. Attempt to answer these questions. Number 1, differentiate between electric power and mechanical power. 2, give 3 examples each of mechanical power and electrical power. 3, what is the meaning of horsepower? 4, a body was nailing wooden handle to the door. The whole process took him 3 minutes. He did a work of 3,600 joules. In the process, what was his power? And lastly, a car of 200 Newton moves with uniform velocity of 10 meters per second. What is the power of the car? So, try to attend those questions on your own. It will prepare you for the unit review. Okay, so if you have any questions again, that is my email. You can send to me. Also prepare very well for lesson revision questions. So if you need to study more, okay, you can go to this link, write it down, go to the link and watch more videos that will give you more understanding. Knowledge is power. Do not relent. So it's nice to have this time with you once again. So I'm going to see you in next class. Ensure to do your assignments and class activities. I will see you next class. Bye. God bless you.